What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Just back in another video. This is your one-stop shop for anime and manga. Let's get into it. I want to start by saying thank you to everyone for subscribing. If you're new here and you like my content, you like what I'm doing, consider subscribing, leaving a like, hit the bell so I post another video. Also, follow me on Twitter. Links will be in the description. So I have to put y'all on to one of the better series that I've read in a really long time. So basically what was going on was I got tired of always reading shonen, always finding the new series to be shonen, because all I read is the Shonen Jump app mainly. That's why I was so excited when the K Manga app was dropped, but we know how that turned out. So I've just been looking for different types of manga series, something a little bit of, straight away from shonen, something not necessarily, especially like battle shonen or anything like that. So I was just going through the Viz Manga app, and I've read it here and there. I've used it a little bit, and I really do enjoy like slice of life, the theme series where it's slice of life, but there's like a theme to it. And I found one that's really good. Now, technically, I don't think it's actually slice of life, but after I've read it, it pretty much feels to me like it might be like a slice of life rom-com type of series, and that's Call of the Night. So I decided to start Call of the Night, and it was an amazing series. Now it's still ongoing. It's not done by any means, but currently I am up to date, so I've read everything that there is for Call of the Night, and there really was no rhyme or reason why I started. It's basically just I was bored and this series kind of looked cool, so I decided to just pick it up and start reading on the Viz Manga app. For those of you that don't know what Call of the Night's about, so there's this 14-year-old boy named, I think it's Kou or Ko, it's K-O-U, something like that. And he's very bored. He basically has insomnia, so he just wanders the streets of Japan at night by himself. And he just wanders around, just doing mindless things until he encounters a vampire named Nazuna. So she ends up telling him that the reason you're not sleeping is because you're not getting a good night's rest in a comfortable place. So she invites him over to her house where they sleep on the futon, and she starts drinking his blood. Realizing that she is a vampire, he thinks that, oh my god, now I'm going to turn into a vampire. But that's actually not the case. So the trick in this world is that just because a vampire drinks your blood does not mean you're going to become a vampire. What happens is Ko has to fall in love with her, then she drinks his blood, and that's how he'll become a vampire. Now, you would think that's really easy because normally vampires depict in media like they're just beautiful, they're jaw-dropping. The thing is, Ko is not that emotionally intelligent. He's 14, that's one. And two, he doesn't really know how his emotions play out. So he's never liked no one, he's never fell in love, he's never done anything to that. He's never really felt anything towards anyone. It was just meh. So he really does want to become a vampire because he's just tired of his life. He dropped out of school at 14. He just wanders the night with Nazuna now. And the entire series is just him on his quest and on his journey to become a vampire. Because he has such complicated feelings, he never really knows like how is he feeling to Nazuna. They hang out every day, every night, and he really does want to become a vampire. He wants to fall in love with her, but he doesn't know how to. He doesn't know anything about relationships. He doesn't know anything like that. And Nazuna, she's not really forcing him to fall in love with her. It's more like, if you fall in love with me, you fall in love with me, I'll train you. But right now, I'm just going to be drinking your blood because for whatever reason, his blood is just the most appetizing to her. So that's like the rough synopsis of Call of the Night. Now, the tags on my anime list say that Call of the Night is romance, supernatural, shonen, and that is true. Obviously, it's in the Viz Manga app. It is shonen, but it's really like a lot, really slice of life if you really look into it, because it's just them going every night, doing something different, just hanging out. He's essentially courting her. He's trying to basically date her so that he can eventually become a vampire, but the entire time he's not thinking, oh, I'm dating a vampire, or I'm trying to date a vampire. He's just thinking that, all right, I'm hanging out with one of my friends now who she's going to eventually turn me into a vampire. So he's dead set on that. What I really enjoyed about Call of the Night was the world building of it, because right now there's about 13 volumes in English, 17 volumes in Japanese, and I've read all the way up to chapter, I think it's like 130 something on the Viz Manga app. So once you get to the 130s and stuff like that, you see just how grand the world is. You know, little by little, it starts off small where it's just Ko and Nazuna, you know, hanging out together, and eventually, little by little, the world starts growing, and you start meeting other characters, you start visiting other places, and it's just a very nice. It's, I wouldn't say wholesome because there is like edginess to it, kind of, but it doesn't, because it's in the Shonen Jump magazine. It's not, you know, real edge, but there are like suggestions like here and there, and because it's just them two and like their quest to eventually, I guess, get together, it's a really beautiful story. It's really nice and chill. I really, really do enjoy it because it's just a nice, different take on that vampire genre, because it's not the vampire trying to seduce him, you know, it's he wants to change. He doesn't know his feelings for this vampire right now, so he's trying, you know, his hardest to fall in love, but he doesn't even know what that word even means or what it even means to like someone or anything like that. So if you like the way the manga series sounds, I highly do recommend at least watching the anime, because I think if the anime is a good adaptation, I can't really recommend it. But from what I've seen, parts of it, like I've seen like trailers of it and things like that, it looks like a pretty good adaptation of the manga. And if you're gonna like that, then you're really gonna like the manga, because the manga is just, it's nice, it's chill, it's really just like a cozy type of manga that I want to say, because I think it helped that I was reading it at night when I was going through like a little bout of insomnia as well, where for just whatever reason I just couldn't sleep. I decided to pick up Call of the Night, so that little like insomnia, I guess, aspect like drew me in, and it really ended up being an amazing, amazing series. Don't get me wrong, it's not perfect by any means. There are definitely, you know, these same tropes, and there's definitely a whole bunch of stuff that I could change if I would, but it's all in all a very, very good series. I highly recommend it for people who just want something different, you know, because this is a nice little bit of a twist on the vampire genre. It's not a crazy twist by any means. Like, it's still a vampire type of series. It's not gonna be groundbreaking or anything like that, but it's nice for what it is, because just the artwork and the storytelling is really, really captivating, because it's just them. It's these two people that are just going about through the night, and they just want to relax, they want to chill, and they just doing these little mundane things through the night, just finding out things to do every single night so they can have fun. And that's what I call like the slice of life aspect to it, because even though the tags on like my anime list, it doesn't say slice of life or anything like that, it's those little mundane things that I consider slice of life, and those are what really draw me in to different types of manga series, because I like when theme series like this, they do like these little everyday things that just really appeals to me. And if that appeals to you as well, then you're really gonna enjoy this series. Now, as far as collecting it, right now there's 13 volumes, so it is pretty steep. There's 17 in Japan, so, and it's still ongoing, so I don't know when the series is gonna end. The way that I recommend getting into the series is just reading through the Viz Manga app. That's where I read it from, and it's just amazing. The Viz Manga app is really just the Shonen Jump app with different titles on it, so it's really gonna work well. And everything is there except for, I think it's chapters 130 to 140, I think. Those are like, those 10 chapters for whatever reason are missing from the Viz Manga app, so, you know, I had to find a different way to read those 10 chapters and then continue back on the Viz Manga app. But that's just the easiest way to read it. I can't really recommend people to collect it right now, like get the physical volumes, unless you really do fall in love with it, because I don't know how many volumes that's going to go for. It can go for 20 volumes, it can go for 30, 40 volumes, we don't know yet. I will say, like, one biggest fear I have about this series is the fact that it might go too long. At current moment, it's at a good place right now. So currently we're on chapter like 180 something, and that's like a good point in the series as of right now. If it goes to like maybe 200 chapters, I think that would be a nice round number, a nice way to end it. If it goes longer than that, I can see where the story might drag on, and that's my biggest fear with this type of series, because even though it's, you know, a nice vampire series, you know, supernatural things like that, it's, the core is just Ko wants to fall in love with a vampire. So if you just drag that out where he's just, I think I am, it's gonna get stale. Thankfully though, as of right now, we're like on, I think it's 188 or 189. I think that's like the exact number we're on right now. And it's really, really nice. So I highly do recommend it. I just want to do this quick type of video so I could just put you onto a series that just really caught me by storm, because I really did fall in love with it. It's so good, and depending on how long it can be, it could probably be like in my top 10 manga if I'm being honest, because I really did enjoy this series. So that's it for my little showcase / review on Call of the Night. I highly recommend anyone just check this out, because I think you're really going to enjoy it. Maybe even check out the anime if you want to do it that way instead. But definitely, if you want, just get the Viz Manga app, because that's the best way to read it. If you made this far into the video, thank you again so much for watching. I really hope you enjoy my content. And if you're new here and you like my content, you like what I'm doing, consider subscribing, leaving a like, hit the button to post another video. This is your boy Just. I'm off this.